morning, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So you guys know I always say, I do not comment on sports, politics in sports, or athletes speaking about sports. Not because I think they're stupid or anything, not because, oh, they're athletes, shut up and dribble, not like that. It's just, they're young. I'm almost 50. I have a lot more experience than they do. But now it's gotten to the point, too, where it's just so backing Black Lives Matter that I can't help to. And then you have players coming out saying, well, we're afraid and we don't want to be in the bubble anymore, and being away from your family for a month is hard. Got news for you, LeBron. Right now, there are thousands of young soldiers who make a lot less money than you, who are away from their families, in war zones, for 6 to 8 months at a time. So you can miss me with that. I know it's hard for you. You're barely making a few $1,000,000. So I know you're having a real tough time with it. Must be difficult. And then I watch Doc Rivers come out, start crying. We're the ones being killed. Actually, if you look at the numbers, white people are twice as likely to be killed by the cops. So could be just because there's twice as many of them. I'm not even sure. But I do know this. Stop with your fake platitudes and sentiments, and we're going to boycott the playoffs, because as soon as those owners came out and said you're taking a 30% pay cut, boom, you're right back on the court. Something else occurred to me this morning. I wonder how much LeBron is making off Black Lives Matter. We all know he loves his money. I'm not saying he is, but that's just a question I was really wondering about. Is he getting paid from this? Because he keeps pushing that narrative of the cops are killing us in the street, and we're afraid to drive, and oh my God, if I get in my car. You cannot tell me you're afraid to drive down the street. So, and this is why it takes me off, right? If you look at the people who are writing for George Floyd, this last guy, Blake, they're criminals, and they prey on the black community. So when you're pushing that narrative, you're supporting that. Why are you supporting that? You're supporting the destruction of the black family and releasing criminals to prey on the black community. I watch, what's Dyson? Michael or something, Dyson, on the Skip and Shannon show this morning, saying, yes, we have to defund the police, and then we can, it doesn't mean get rid of them. Actually, if you look at the people leading your stupid movement that you've all jumped into and don't have the common sense to say, whoa, hey, maybe this isn't good for the black community, they are talking about abolishing the police. They are talking about abolishing prisons. They're talking about abolishing ICE, abolishing Homeland Security. And see, once you get into ICE and Homeland Security, because understand, those guys do a lot of buzz for child sex trafficking. You're telling me that all you care about is your narrative. That's it. I even say it on Facebook for my liberal friends. And you watch, when a black person, here's how you test racism. When a black person comes out and says something they don't agree with, even the white liberals are doing it now. What's the first thing they go to? I can't believe, as a minority man, he's supporting Trump. You almost feel like if you're black, you have to support liberals. Well, F that. I'm not like some spoiled billionaire playboy, LeBron, tell me my political opinion when he doesn't even know his own. It's just ridiculous. And then you're talking about, look how many fans you've turned off. The rumors are there's owners behind closed doors right now talking about selling their teams because they don't want to be a part of it. So what happens when that multi-million-dollar job disappears? Because we know most of you blow money anyway. Should take an economics class. Anyway, no, it's just something that I saw this morning. It's gotten to the point. I saw last night through the RNC, these little comments popping up on Facebook, which actually, for my liberal friends, which actually made me go watch it. Because, you know, I wasn't watching any of it, really. I already know who I'm going to vote for. There's really not much point in me doing that. So I had to actually go look, and I'm like, huh. And I watched Trump's speech, and it was a great speech. And he was right, 100%. So I guess I got to darken in that circle even harder now. And the unexpected consequence, the old lady was split. And then with these people posting all this Facebook stuff, when I went to the RNC, now she's voting for Trump. So, hey, keep up the good work. You're driving more people to Trump. And NBA players, stop whining. Shannon and Skip, I'll give them a pass, kinda, because this is what's going on in sports. And since they're sports reporters, I get why they would be reporting on it. But the manner in which they report on it, it's not fair, even, or balanced. You had Dyson on, what you have Sean Hannity on. It's not fair and balanced. It's just that one Black Lives Matter pounding it into your head, blah, 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 blah. See, it's insidious. Because understand, now when you say Black Lives Matter, you also have to say LBGT, whether you agree with it or not. Me personally, I don't care. What you do in the privacy of your own home is your business. So I don't care if you get that. Matter to me. But if you look at that overall movement, especially up here in Seattle, I think they did it in Texas too, where you're bringing in convicted sex predators, pedophiles, to public libraries because they can't go on school grounds, and then having kids crawl over them and putting the parents out the room. If somebody is with your kid and they don't want you there, parents, you might want to look at that. I would never go for that. That'd be an issue. So, and it was sponsored by the schools, by these liberal schools up here. So that's just something that hit my mind this morning. LeBron stop, Skip and Shannon, go back to reporting because you guys are. I'd like to see your ratings too. I know the NBA's was down, so and I'm done with them because I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. It's tired of the pandering. I don't want to see Black Lives Matter everywhere. I want to watch basketball, which I'm not going to do now. I'm telling you right now, if the NFL comes out and does it, I won't watch my beloved Dallas Cowboys. But the Dallas Cowboys are owned by Jerry Jones, so that's probably not going to stand because Jerry's not going to lose money. He's a businessman. So thank you for watching this episode of The Dan Dawson Show. Make sure to catch the next one. Thank you.